working to be our owners.
The spirit of inquiry, the search for greater truth beyond religion and science, the profound seriousness of doing real thinking, philosophy, and ontology, these are almost totally lacking in humanity. Humanity is therefore subhuman from lack of genuine intelligence. They automatically reject any emergent facts or realities that do not fit in their brain-dead cognitive pattern of belief and disbelief. They watch too much television.
The golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
They use that snarl, we stop alone. Fuck you!
During emergency situations, we often come together for the common good. Supporting one another to survive by lending a helping hand during disasters, we're even capable of risking our lives to help save one another. However, under many circumstances, when we are comfortable and complacent, we human beings tend to go with the flow. Our trustworthy nature sometimes taken advantage of by those who may not be looking out for our best interests.
But then, how exactly might we be manipulated? Could the manipulation be subtle enough that if we're not even aware of it, we end up more prone to its exploiting effect? New York Times best-selling author Robert Prechter Jr. coined the word socionomics, which explains the relationship between human social behavior and the state of the economy. It has been argued that those who control our financial infrastructure often lead or guide social trends through manipulation. Socionomics, on the other hand, reveals how social mood is often the cause and economic outcome is the effect. Sounds a bit confusing, right? Well, consider this next gentleman. A man named Edward Bernays pioneered the term public relations and was the father of modern propaganda techniques and advertising. His vision transformed advertising from fulfilling need to creating desire.
He also happened to be the nephew of Sigmund Freud.
The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in the democratic society. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country. We are governed, our minds are molded, our tastes formed, our ideas suggested, largely by men we have never heard of.
Bernays set out to experiment with the minds of the popular classes. His most dramatic experiment was to persuade women to smoke. At that time, there was a taboo against women smoking, and one of his early clients, George Hill, the president of the American Tobacco Corporation, asked Bernays to find a way of breaking it.
He said, we're losing half of our market because men have invoked a taboo against women smoking in public. Can you do anything about that? I said, let me think about it. And then I said, have I your permission to see a psychoanalyst to find out what cigarettes mean to women? He said, what'll it cost? So I called up Dr. Brill, A.A. Brill, who was a leading psychoanalyst in New York at that time.
How come you didn't call your uncle? Why didn't you call your uncle?
Because he was in Vienna.
A.A. Brill was one of the first psychoanalysts in America. And for a large fee, he told Bernays that cigarettes were a symbol of the penis and of male sexual power. He told Bernays that if he could find a way to connect cigarettes with the idea of challenging male power, then women would smoke, because then they would have their own penises.
So if you understand how the manipulation works, then all you have to do is identify, oh, this person is using bandwagon techniques. Like in my public school, I was taught, and it was like 3rd or 4th grade, about the various forms of propaganda.
You know, most of my life I was pretty skeptical of advertising, and I really didn't believe that people would do what they were told to do. I didn't believe that people were so malleable, and I didn't believe that people would accept information at face value, and yet all the time I didn't believe any of that. I accepted information at face value. And so I think the genius of the Edward Bernays of the world is to realize that man is a very malleable, fickle, and docile creature, mentally docile creature, who will virtually do whatever he's told, especially if